In this video, I want to show you a ribbon that consists of 4 rows of dots. The first row, top row, has 5 dots in it. Second row has 4 dots in it. And the third row has 5 dots in it. And final row, 4 dots. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to start this ribbon, and we're going to start it in front of the first row, first dot on the bottom row, down below, as we always do, and then we're going to move diagonally up through our band. Then we're moving back down through our band, and here we can't go any further. We can't turn around because this is our final dot, but we can't catch this dot. We basically have to start anew. So I move to the next dot on my bottom row where there is no line yet. This is the first line that we draw, and now comes the second line. So the second line, we also go up diagonally. Then we come down diagonally, and here we're at the end of the ribbon, we're at the very side. So here we can turn around and come back the way diagonally. Then we move up through our band, and then I have to go down the way. And then here I'm at the end. So here I'm turning around, coming back, and here I'm meeting up with my line where I started it. So that's the second starting point in this ribbon. Third starting point is in between the last 2 dots. So basically the third dot on the bottom row where there is no line yet is where I'm going to start my ribbon, or my line, sorry. I move up diagonally, then I come around, move back down diagonally, and then here I move up diagonally and then come around, go back down diagonally, and here, as you'll see, I can meet up with my line. So this is quite a neat ribbon. The reason I want to show you this is you could easily do many more of these ribbons now with 4 rows of dots, and you could do them in combinations such as 7, 6, 7, 6, or 6, 5, 6, 5, or, you know, this is the one I'm showing you, or 3, 2, 3, 2. You could also go up in numbers, of course, so you could do 8, 7, 8, 7. But the reason I want to show you this is because with the 5, 4, 5, 4 combination, we actually start the ribbon 3 times, or we start a line. So here is our first line that we use, and then I start my ribbon here, as you'll remember, the second time, and the third time I start my line to complete the ribbon is here. So I start here, but the 3 lines, as you can see here, create quite a different movement through the ribbon. So in effect, the first line, I'm going to draw that up with a blue, I think. The first line is a sort of rising and then a falling, and it's just, effectively it's just a line. The second line, I'll draw that up in a red, is a sort of big and wide, almost a sort of lemniscate type shape. So you can see here with the red, now that I've drawn it up with the red, it has a sort of a lemniscate shape. We're kind of getting closer to that. Now with the C line, I'll just use a green here, you get also a kind of lemniscate, but much more elongated than with the the bee line with the red. So here our lemniscate has kind of got long and thin, sort of narrow. Now I just want to show you, this is an example of, you know, what you can do with the ribbon. I just want to show you a couple of examples of what you can do to play around a little bit. Here are some examples of how you can play with your ribbon, how you can use colour and form to start creating variation in your ribbon as well. Here I've used a purple for the A line, and then I've used yellow to block in the line that runs through as our B line, and I've used a red to block in the shape that's created out of the C line. And as you can see, I've just blocked in the shapes that appear. Now it's my choice how I've blocked in the shapes, and what I wanted to show you was the rich possibilities that exist in order for you to actually play around and do different things with the exact same kind of ribbon. So here I've placed the A line in front, and below I've used the blue for the A line, and I've placed it at the very back. So it appears as if the A line, which is the blue, sits behind the yellow block and form, and that yellow block and form sits behind the red form here. I've brought the red to the very front. Here in this example, I've used the A line to kind of weave. So it starts at the front, but it might as well have started at the back and then come to the front. Here I've just chosen to have it at the front, then it weaves in between these two forms, the yellow form and the red form. So you can see you can play around with this, maybe not infinitely, but you can certainly play around with it a lot. And of course you can use, and I would encourage you to use, the colours that you like the best to draw your own shapes and colour in ways that you like. Just at the end here, I want to show you that up here I've used again purple to draw our A line, and I've just put a bit of a curve here at the start of the line, and then coming out of the form again the line has a bit of a curve, so I've accentuated it even more here. Then the second line, which is the C line, sorry, the B line of course, is the yellow line here. I've made it yellow, and then I've just drawn that yellow, and I've kind of made sure that it sort of goes under the A line, so it sort of doesn't cross. I've actually stopped just before the purple, and so it sort of sits underneath the purple. And then with the last line, the C line, I've used the red again, but this time what I've done is I've just increased the width of the line a little bit, so that, you know, that now pops and stands out. Although it sits underneath the purple line, it sits in front of the yellow line because I've made it kind of pop out a bit. And of course we could make it even thicker. There's all kinds of possibilities for varying your work here. I've also extended the curvature here in the corner, so you could do that as well if you wanted to. You could have put like a more of a point on your line, on the yellow line, and then that would have made that stand out perhaps a little more. The possibilities are a lot, so just go and play and have fun, and I will be back next week with a new form drawing exercise for you.